What's up, Warriors? This is Coach Rob, and welcome back to another episode of the Battle Ready series. These are the solo episodes of the Battle Harder podcast, where we talk about the real work that's required to build your life. Today, I'm going to talk about something that most of us men don't like to admit. It's something we all struggle with, but it's quietly destroying us. And I need to bring this to light. It's male relationships, brotherhood, friendships between men. Because here's the truth: most men, we aren't lonely because we don't know people. We're lonely because we stopped investing in relationships that actually matter. And even worse, a lot of us are walking around bitter, isolated, and resentful because of the friendship we lost, not because of a betrayal, not because of disrespect, but because of ego, silence, and misunderstanding. So let's get real, honest, real. As men, we need other men, and not surface level drinking buddies, not dudes you go to the strip club with, not the guys that you hang around with because they have nothing but destructive behavior. But we need brothers. We need accountability. We need men to tell us the truth and still stand next to us. This crazy idea that men are supposed to do everything alone is killing us. Historically, men have survived because of tribes, units, crews, teams. You trained together, you suffered together, you held the line together. Somewhere along the way, we replaced that with isolation and pride, and now what do? We call it strength. Guess what? This is not strength, this is avoidance. Because here is what actually happens. Life hits you, work, stress, marriage, kids, financial pressure, health issues, injuries, mental health struggles. And instead of talking it out, men, we retreat. We stop calling back. We stop showing up. And here's, the thing: we convince ourselves we're too busy. But what we're really drawing is what we're really doing is we're drawing because we don't want to be seen as struggling. We don't want to be seen as weak. We don't want to be seen as having issues or problems. Then those months turn into years, and now that friend you used to trust feels like a complete stranger. And here is the part that nobody ever wants to admit. A lot of friendships between men don't ever end because of betrayal. They end because neither man was willing to say, hey, something feels off. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wrong you. I was going through some shit. Ego fills the gap where the communication should have been. And only one guy typically assumes disrespect. The other will assume that distance is mutual, but neither person decides to communicate and check it. You both walk away, and years later, you both think the other one doesn't care. It's not toughest. That's pure immaturity. Now, let's be very, very clear about something, because this is where your nuance matters. Not every friendship is meant to last forever. There is a difference between a misunderstanding and a relationship that is actively pulling you backwards. If a man in your life consistently minimizes your goals, mocks your discipline, discourages your growth, or disappears the moment you start leveling up, that's not brotherhood. That's dead weight. Men who aren't building anything will resent the men who are. Men who avoid responsibility will feel threatened by the men who embrace it. So yes, sometimes the right move is to cut those ties, but you're better being honest about why you're doing it. Are you cutting someone out because they're toxic? Or are you cutting them out because they challenged you, they held you accountable, and made you uncomfortable? Because those are not the same thing. A real brother, a real man, a real tribe will tell you every time when you're slipping. They'll call you out when your excuses get loud. They won't co-sign to your self-destruction. If every man you cut off was toxic, at some point you got to look in the mirror. At the same time, if you're the only one reaching out, if you're the only one doing the work, checking in, showing up, supporting, paying attention, relationships should stretch you, but never drain you. Your brotherhood is not built on convenience. It's built on shared standards, which brings me to this question. And you need to answer this honestly. Who are you becoming, and who around you supports that version of you? Because if you're trying to rebuild your life, if you're trying to get disciplined, improve your health, be a better husband, father, leader, or man, and the people around you keep pulling you back to who you used to be, you're going to lose every time. Isolation does not equal strength. But neither is loyalty to people who refuse to grow and want to stay stuck and want to hold you down and keep you stuck. Strong men will always do two things well. They repair what's worth repairing, and they release what no longer aligns. So here's the challenge. Reach out to that one man this week, not with small talk, but with complete honesty. Clear the misunderstanding. Say what wasn't said. Fix what can be fixed. And if the response shows you that that relationship is one-sided, unsupported, or rooted in the past, have that courage to move forward without guilt. You are not required to carry any relationship, man, woman, anything that weakens you and weakens you on purpose. But listen, guys, you have to be responsible for not isolating yourself out of pride. Brotherhood is a skill, and communication is discipline. And before you're like, oh, Coach Ram, you don't know what you're talking about. I do. This has happened in my real life, and has happened in my real life recently. See, with my best friend, he calls me and checks up on me all the time. We talk at least once a week, sometimes more. A lot of times I don't answer the phone. And it's not because I don't want to talk to him. It's not because I'm busy. I don't want to feel weak in front of him. I feel like his life is very put together. Some of it is jealousy. Some of it is hurt and pain of the struggle that I'm going through. But the one thing, my best friend, the one thing he's always told me, I don't care what you're going through. I'm here for you. It's not you bitching. It's not you complaining. If you have to vent, vent. If you need me, I'm here. It doesn't matter what time. That's true friendship. That's true brotherhood. That's a real man. And second example is one of my best friends, my other best friend, because I kind of only have like two best friends. We stopped talking. I thought one thing. He thought one thing. We didn't communicate about it. It was exactly what I said previously. There was a misunderstanding. He thought there needed to be distance. I thought he was ignoring me. We didn't talk. I had to break down my ego. I had to break down my lines of communication. I had to reach out and say, look, dude, you're one of my best friends, and I don't want to lose our relationship, and I don't know what's going on, but we need to fix this. And guess what? We fixed it. We worked through it. We're fine. We're buds. We're working out together. We're doing those things we need to do. Our kids will be hanging out again together. Because I had to drop the ego and realize that sometimes other people's problems are bigger than yourself. Not everybody's out to get you. Not everybody hates you. Not everybody's trying to disrespect you. Sometimes we just have life get in the way. But if you don't communicate, you're never going to know. That communication is discipline. Even if you're married, if you have a girlfriend, a partner, whatever, if you don't have communication, and I can show you case study upon people I know, friends, it will fall apart. And that connection requires effort, especially for men. We don't need a massive circle. We need a few of those solid men, of those heavy hitters, of those people who respect your growth, your standards, and your truth. Because no man builds anything meaningful alone. Not a body, not a family, not a business, not a legacy. You have to build the right circle. You have to fix what's fixable. You have to cut what holds you back. And you can't let isolation be confused for strength. So go out there, do what you have to be to be successful and just do the damn work. Sometimes we get so lost in the details, so mucked up in keeping things complicated. Most of our life, most of communication, most of understanding, it's a very simple base level thing that we tend to over calculate, that we tend to over assume, we overcompensate. But men, send this to a brother that needs to hear this. Send this to a man that needs to hear this. Send this to a father, a husband. You need those heavy hitters in your life. You need those strong ass motherfuckers that are going to build you up, hold you to a higher standard, and help you become the best version of themselves and help you set the example for your family, for your kids, for your future, while you help build them as well. This bullshit about tearing each other down and ego and trying to be better than somebody else, all for what? To ruin a relationship, to ruin a partnership, to ruin something that in case of emergency, I know I can call this guy or this guy and they'll drop what they're doing to help me. Whether it's with the kids, an issue with the wife, they need to vent. The people that respect me, that I keep in my corner, I'll give them the shirt off my back. I'll be there for them. I'll do what I have to do to lift them up, build them up, and keep them accountable so they don't fall. And at the end of the day, if they don't want my help, if they don't want my advice, if they don't want to hold themselves to the standard that I hold myself to, then sometimes you got to cut them off and sometimes you got to, let them go. But that doesn't mean you have to keep going the road alone. That doesn't mean you have to keep doing everything by yourself. You need a support system. You need mentors. You need likewise men. You need people that think the same way. Dudes that are going to build you up, lift you up. Not dudes that are going to tear you down. Not dudes that want to help you destroy your marriage and your life because they're weak and they're suffering and they're having issues. You only get one life. You only get one shot. Drop the bullshit. Start being a better man. And if you don't know where to go and you need help, that's why I'm Coach Rob. That's why I run Operation Relentless, helping men 30 and over get unstuck in their life through my 3 pillars: fitness, mindset, discipline. And all you have to do is go to battleharder.com to inquire about that so we can have an honest, non-bullshit, non-salesy conversation about helping you become the best version of yourself. Like, comment, subscribe, share this with someone that needs to hear this. Most of my listeners aren't subscribers. It only takes a minute to click a button. It doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't ruin your life. It literally takes a couple seconds and it helps me grow. It helps me continue to spread this message and continue to get my voice out to as many people as I can that needs to hear this, because I want to see you win. I want to see you be successful. I want you to have the life that you dreamed of. And that's what I'm here for. Go out there, have a good day, crush your weekend, and remember to always be fit for battle. Peace.